Alright, I need 4 more Jiggies in total. I only have 6 here and 6 in Bubblegloop Swamp, so that's what I'm going to be doing. If you're looking for gold, I am looking for gold. I will follow the clues. Alright, follow the clues, they say. Well, try to keep an eye on it. Oh, look, there's an X over there. Okay. Hey, it's a Jinja. Oh yeah, you get a Jiggy for getting all the Jinjos, which I probably haven't done before. Alright, let's get a little butt drop on here. Sure, this is a nice easy one. Yuck. Alright, alright. Don't steal too much of what Goofy does. Alright, look at this dynamic camera angle. It's like I'm playing Pilot Wings. This is nice. Suck it. Follow the clues if you want to find gold. Oh, that is fast. That is fast. Haha, you'll never find me now. Why? Why? Question mark now. You'll never find me now. Why? Is it because I got hit once? Did I break the chain? You'll never find me now. Is it in there? Jinja! Son of a bitch. Oh, would you look at that? It's right here. Suck it! Please open me gently. Okay. Open you gently? Like, punch you? Or sit on you? Or do this? That wasn't very gentle. Booyah! Bom bom. Nice. 7. Alright, we need 3 more. This is where I can really see why this game was so fun. Big, bright, colorful level. You're looking around, you see this bucket, just begging for it. He's just like, look at the way he's dressed. He is just asking for it. We're also talking about Neo and Sekiro and Dark Souls. Yeah, I've heard that too, that Neo uses a lot of loot. Yeah, I am not a big fan of loot. I find it stressful because I want to sort of like min-max stuff. So if there's constant loot and it's asking me to find the best thing, it just becomes too tedious for me. Oh, limited inventory space? Yuck. Me leaky, no good for water. Can bear block hole with pebble? You bet your ass. Leaky patched up. Now empty water for bear. Wow. This is one hell of a bucket. Ah. I wonder if that was the emulation screwing up. Or, that's just how the game runs. Probably the emulation screwing up. I wonder what this would be like to play on an actual N64. I wonder if it would feel different. I wonder how well this emulator does. Alright. Bucket-sama. What's that? Hey, furball. You're looking wise. Solve my puzzle and win a prize. Is it friggin' Banjo Kazooie? The answer's written on the wall. Are you an N or a Z? You look like a Z. Banjo. Oh. Where is the K? Awesome camera angles. Ka. Baka kaka. Kazoo. That was 2 O's, right? Eee. Never have I felt more like I'm playing a little children's game when the puzzle is spelling. First I'll cut you down to size. Screw you. I got you out of prison, you jerk. You hit K 3 times, you die. KKK must die. Oh, I got what you're saying. Very nice. I understand now, and I feel good about it. Give me your life force. Now you're dead. My kid really likes Banjo Kazooie, but now when we go to the beach, he jumps and does a somersault drop on crabs. And then he rubs the crab's blood. Do crabs have blood? It's some kind of whatever fluid is inside the crab. He rubs it all over himself and says, I'm growing stronger. He keeps trying to climb trees. The other day he had a red feather in his hand. He jumped off the roof of the house. I'm worried about the boy. 2 more jiggies. Right in this water. Watch out for the bomb. But yeah, finding games you can play while you exercise, that is cool. I feel like that's how I could get through the older Final Fantasy games, but I also want to... Son of a bitch. But I also want to stream those. Alright, I think it's just the Jinjo one. This is an earlier level, so it's probably easier to get all the Jinjo guys. There's that son of a bitch. Come find me, come find me. Yes. Jinjo. And now we need the blue one. We should be near the opening platform. Man, that is quite the thrust. There he is. Just a shark. Son of a bitch. How do you do that? How do you avoid the shark? Come on. It pushes me away. Why don't you just eat the Jinjo? Well, don't do that, because then I wouldn't be able to get it. Maybe I need to, like... No! Fucking Christ. I wish there was a rewind button on this goddamn emulator. That fucking teleporter that doesn't ask you if you want to leave the level, just takes you out, is such bullshit. Redo all your Jinjos! To get that Jinjo, I had to get hit by the shark. Multiple times. And even the one time I was successful, there's like no way you can avoid it. That's kind of the annoying thing about this game sometimes, is that Mario wouldn't do that. Mario would have a way where if you're really good, and maybe there's somebody that can figure out how to get that friggin' Jinjo and not get hit by the shark, but this is a very early level. I think this is the 2nd level. It's already a piss off. Give me your love. Jinjo! Jinjo! Alright! Let's get the hell out of here. Click clock wood. Boy, that would suck if you came here early and then accessed and like threw all your jiggies at it. Couldn't get them back. That'd be terrible. Ah, ooh la la. Yeah, I think a lot of composers are loners. Danny Elfman told his wife when they got together, he said, you realize that when we have kids, you're going to be a single parent. And I know John Williams was saying how composing is very lonely. Just in a room by yourself and a piano. The notes and chords are your friends. Alright. I've been streaming for an hour and 25 minutes, but 9 minutes into the recording, we've got enough jiggies, and I've figured out how to get into this Click Clock Wood. What does it look like? directions, different doors, different seasons. A lot of health over there. Okay, so we need to solve something. Let's set up. That last part, a hub? Or is it a part of the level? It had notes. What the hell is this guy? Okay, here we go. Robin Hood is dead. Gumbokum. I've used all my golden feathers already. This water looks poisonous. It's not. It looks so purple. That's a good crow sound. Alright. Smack him. Jesus. Not happening. Nice! Oh, it gave me a little cutscene for him to come out of. Nice. I'm cleaning up. When I say Remedy games have bullshit stories, I mean more like they're stories that are very, very, very heavily lore-based and are sort of stories for the sake of being a story. As opposed to, like, plot development and character development. They're more just like, things happen. But I've never played Alan Wake. I've only played Control. Although, didn't Remedy also do Max Payne? I remember really liking that, but that had kick-ass gameplay that was revolutionary at the time. And the story was a very simple, hard-boiled detective thing. See? This is fucking game. You do your high jump, ain't gonna work. Okay, use the boots, get the things. Nothing down here. This is just a can't touch lava situation. Turn it around. There you go. Yeah, I liked Max Payne because it was more of a it had, like, it was grounded in something, you know? There were characters and things happened to them. Whereas Control felt like nothing happened to anybody. Yeah, it's a world game, a lore game, and all the background of that. 25. Turn me into something. If I can walk on the brambles, what am I going to do? Grasshopper? Praying mantis? How about a big fat fucking bumblebee? Cool, can I fly? He is best yet. Oh my god, you can fly. Holy shit, this level's huge! Oh my god. Ooh, I like bumblebees. I don't really like that noise, but okay. I am the bee. Now this plant wants me to land on it and just fuck it. It's quite the vertical level. No camera control when you're in the bee form. Get the fucking jiggy. Okay. Yeah, this is quite the level. This is the most Mario level where you just have... This is the only thing... This is one of the only levels that has platforms that just are there because they need you to step on something. And even then, there's only, like, very few. Like, these platforms that aren't connected to anything. I'm surprised they're not connected by, like, a rope or something. Because this game's usually pretty good about that stuff. Or it would be branches of a tree. Or a treehouse built by somebody. Or there's that, like, swollen-looking bee's nest over there. I like the rain effects. How do you land? You just dive bomb into it? Yep. What a happy little bee. Yeah, it's not a fun noise to listen to. Son of a bitch! Oh, no fall damage for a bee! But the problem with the bee is that I don't think I can get any health. So you don't have any kind of attack or anything. I went inside this nest. Hello, fat little bee. We Zubbas are guarding Grunty's golden honey piece. We've been told there is a honey bee heir out there. It's not me. Wasps are just assholes. It's not even what bees sound like. That's a mosquito sound. This is beautiful in here. They really went out of their way for this level. The bees are gone, we're gone, that's right. Okay, guys. So... I'll fly with you. I used to be really terrified of bees. Because we were playing in the woods and found a wasp nest by stepping on it. It swarmed up our legs and our pants and just destroyed us. It's horrible. How do I get in there? Doesn't seem to, I don't really have any other moves. Can you walk on walls? No. Okay. Yeah, baby. The ranking out of 10 is such a funny thing because most games that rate them out of 10 is yeah, like you say, anything below a 7 is hot garbage. So why even have... Why have 1 through 5? This is kind of an issue. I need the bee to get out of here. Oh, I can make it over there, hopefully. Alright. Oh, yes. Okay, where do I need to go? But yeah, games are easily the hardest thing to make. There's just so many factors to consider. How people interact with your game is going to be different depending on the person and their experience. You need to create everything from scratch. You need to incorporate storytellers, all this computer-generated imagery, programmers, non-programmers. It all needs to work together. I guess it's similar to movies that use a lot of CGI. That's a lot of elements you're balancing. But it's just so much, like, the story of a movie is so much easier, too. It's a nice hole. Be a shame if somebody went in it. That's what for games... Look, every single review boils down to... It's good if you're into that kind of thing. So, I think a review should always... You need to tell people... Oh, crap. No, the bees, not the bees! What? Damn it! Leave me alone. I'm trying to explore this hole. Fuck off. Nothing. What is that all about? You're also reviewing stuff based on, like, is it fun? Or is it just, like, well-constructed? Bala and Wonderworld looks pretty nice. I mean, but that's just Square throwing money at the cutscenes. It's just not fun. It's one of those games where you think, why was this made? Well, the reason it was made, because Square wanted Yuji Naka to make a game. From his first interviews, you could tell there was a problem, because he kept saying, I told Square, I can't make RPGs, I can only make platformers, which you actually barely have made in your life. The problem is that Square went, Yuji Naka is a respected name in the industry, so we'll give him the responsibility of creating this game, and we're going to throw way too much money at it because we're Square, and that's how we know how to operate. Ever since Final Fantasy VII, we've just... And probably Final Fantasy VI too, but... 7 was where they had the best-selling game on PlayStation 1. They got worldwide interest, mainstream interest in this game because they threw a ton of money at it. But it was also a really good game and a great story. And they've never been able to get away from that. They've never been able to just, like Ubisoft. Ubisoft knows... the people that like their games don't mind if they're copy paste and if there isn't that much iteration. So they know how to cut corners, they know how to save money, and they know how to pump the games out because they know that people just want a lot of them and they want the games to be big, and they can deal with small variations. It's like making sports games. Whereas Nintendo knows, they know that their gamers are happy waiting, and they'll... Well, they're not that happy about it, but they know they're not... They know that they can't get those games anywhere else. The funny thing with Nintendo fans, I want to call them, is that, for one, they tend to hate Nintendo. And they also love Nintendo. It's like Star Wars, too. There's an incredible Penny Arcade comic about what happened with the new Nintendo Switch, where a guy's baking something, and his friend tells the other guy, oh, he's going to make this amazing cake, it's going to be so good, it's going to have chocolate, it's going to have vanilla, and the guy says, look, I made you cookies, and the guy goes, what the fuck is this? I don't want fucking cookies. I told everyone you were making a cake! Even though the cookies are still good, and that's what happens with Nintendo. Everybody goes, they're going to make a Switch that has more CPU power, more RAM, and it's going to play 4K games. And then they put out like a bigger screen, probably better battery life. And Nintendo never said they were going to do that. They never said they were going to show Breath of the Wild stuff. here and there, and then people just get so pumped for these Nintendo Directs. It's not Nintendo's fault. You'd say Final Fantasy VII, what Star Wars was for the movie industry. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good comparison. Yeah, because it came up before Metal Gear Solid. Star Wars for the movie industry was that you could come up with a crazy idea and it was all but imagination and hinting at a world. And that effects, what the fuck? That effects could be a big driving part. And it could be fun and kind of silly. Where movies in the 70s were not that fun. Like the most popular movies in the 70s were really, really serious and dark. Taxi Driver, Chinatown. You know, Scorsese was big. Francis Ford Coppola, The Godfather. You know, like dark stuff. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Movies would end with really sad endings out of nowhere. It was the futility of life was addressed in the 70s. And Star Wars said, let's just make it fun and a big fantasy and move fast. And also, to where before that, all sci-fi shows either looked cheap or they looked too new. Whereas George Lucas just made all his parts out of junk. Old junky stuff. So you could recognize it because you've seen all these pieces before. So it all looked lived in. Okay, what's the deal here? Can I get on that? It looked lived in. It looked like people had actually lived there. It looked like Luke and his family were moisture farmers and that these robots actually did jobs and stuff. So Final Fantasy VII... I think Final Fantasy VII definitely set the tone for you can combine polygons and 2D backgrounds and CGI, and you can have the CGI in the world. And it can be driving and fun and fantastical. Yeah. I guess so, yeah. It's probably the... I mean, there's a big influence in Final Fantasy of Star Wars. They constantly name characters Biggs and Wedge. And there's usually rebels and sort of an evil empire type figure. I don't know how much higher I can get with Banjo. Not need to be D. And 12, yeah, 12 had that influence of the Star Wars prequels in terms of its visuals. What I love about Final Fantasy games is, even if, for one, they try new things all the time. And there's a really nice level of polish where they're not going to waste your time. It's even the ones that are the most kind of least impressive. I was going to say mediocre, but least impressive. Final Fantasy XII, I wouldn't rank it super high. I don't really want to return to it, but I still had a really good time with it. And it respected my time quite well. And there were definitely, it was worth playing. So I'd be interested to go back to Final Fantasy I and see if it is also worth the time. I bet you it is. So what can I do? I'm not going in here with Banjo, am I? Get these bees out. Even, yeah, I think you're right. Every Final Fantasy game is worth playing at least once. Can't get in there. I'm not a bee. This could have been a terrible mistake. Okay. Will you take damage as a bird? Yep. Damn it. Oh, the bear. Oh, did I lose 2 off that? Well, when you look at Final Fantasy 13, it's still one of the best looking games ever. Like I look at, okay, Horizon Zero Dawn came out how many years after Final Fantasy 13? Final Fantasy 13 was like 2009? And Horizon Zero Dawn has some sharper textures, some more detail, some nice looking characters, but it still has like weird mouths and janky animation, whereas 13, the character models are so good and believable and cohesive is the main thing. I think 13 looks better than 15, actually. I think 15 they focused on things like, okay, we can have better hair. Big deal. What's the world look like? You know, how do the characters look in that world? And then 13 too? Similar tropes? What do you mean? 13-2 definitely didn't look as good as 13. It was budget. Okay, that's what I went last time. That's what I'm worried that... I can already see Final Fantasy VII Remake. Feels like you're playing 13-2. You didn't notice it as much in 13 because there weren't really that many NPCs. They were mostly in cutscenes, but the cutscenes in 13-2 and Final Fantasy VII Remake they're pretty bad looking. They know where to put their money. There are more, the amount of polygons in Aerith's like face and hair and dress, and then you look at these like, these janky ass NPCs who have like no, they just lack in everything. Their animation, the clothes they wear, the stupid things they say, the way that they're directed in voice acting. They stand around like a bunch of morons. Oh, I love living in the slums. Oh wait, I mean I don't like living in the slums. Wow, we're so poor. I hope this plate doesn't fall on our fucking heads. I do. Welcome, Horky. Horky has avoided Final Fantasy. I think you should try... I don't know, Final Fantasy 6? Or 7? 6 and 7 are good starting points. Actually, 10 is a pretty good starting point. See, these are one of the only platforms in the game that don't make sense. Although they do look like they're constructed. Like, that's actually a nice piece of, what would you call that? Architecture? Engineering. You know, the boards have nails. You got 6 across. You got some nailed in the bottom. They're made like pallets almost. But they're not attached to anything. But you could say, oh, this is the witch's level, so they're magically there. These look like they're constructed. Those are the only platforms in the entire game that don't look like they could actually exist in this world. Don't waste it. Oh, there we go. Parallel universes, time travel, morally gray characters. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does have that kind of feeling of 13 too. Ooh la la, who's in here? Whoa. Look at that pristinely white bed. Chomp chew, nip nut like acorns. I'll just eat a few more. Subi, do you like an acorn? Oh. That's weird. Yeah, Hamazu's an amazing composer. Yeah, oh for sure. Any old RPG, I definitely recommend save states and speed up. You have to have the speed up. But with the emulators, you can put on crazy fast speed up so you can like level up really quick and stuff. But yeah, just to like blast through some of the random battles. The most annoying stuff in, say, Final Fantasy VI is when you're walking around the world map and you're trying to figure out where to go, and then you're just constantly getting into battles that you don't want to spend your time on. I'm gonna jump on your bed. That should be bouncy. A Nintendo made game would have made that bed super bouncy. The sad thing is I'm going to play Remake Part 2. And I'm probably not going to like it. But I do like the battle system. And I'll give it a chance. The overall story. It's the moment-to-moment stuff I don't like. The way that the characters talk to each other, I just find not human. And I'm a human, so I like human things. And that doesn't mean I can't enjoy anything that's not human. Like, for example, in the movie Alien, or Predator, or Harry and the Hendersons. Those are aliens. Those are non-humans that I can still relate to in the way that they act. They have logic behind what they say. They don't just blather on to make noise, you know? How do I get up there? And I need to get on top of this bramble and bust that thing with my ass. Now I'm thinking, Sereni, who is going to show up in Final Fantasy VII Remake? Guys from Kingdom Hearts? Yeah. Alien's a good place to start. We're talking about non-human things. The alien has motivations that I can understand. It wants to survive, it wants to kill, it wants to breed. The camera is your enemy. Wow, this is the most skilled I've ever felt platforming in this. Yeah, they rip open some Final Fantasy portal and all the Final Fantasy characters there, and it just turns out to be like Dissidia. Or whatever those games are. I think Nomura works on some of those. Which terrifies me. Oh no. This is freaking me out. Thin platforms. Yes. Okay, we open that up. That guy said he wants a squirrel, or he wants a nut. Maybe he wants a girlfriend. Chew. Nabnut likes acorns. I'll just eat a few more. Do you like eggs? That farting sound is so fucking hilarious. They had the option to bring in Caius in Final Fantasy 13? Well, he wasn't really the antagonist in 13. Oh, you mean in Dissidia in those games? Okay, that's the bramble patch. That will kill you. Fucking shit my ass. Shit my asshole. Fucking Christ. Excellent. What are you all about? Oh my god. The sound design in this game feels like it just stopped raining. You know what I mean? I don't quite know how to describe it, but it sounds like it just stopped raining. Has Troy Baker ever played a closer character to himself than Snow? Ooh, jiggy, 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 jiggy. What are all these tentacles in here doing? They're not really all that harmful. They're just living. Higgs in Death Stranding was a fun character for Troy Baker to play, like just be super campy. But I feel like Snow is that sort of this like swagger of Troy Baker. I'm the hero of voice acting. It's just a free life, I don't care. He has the exaggerated... Miles Morales has the exaggerated swagger of a Troy Baker at the height of his powers. Somebody should edit together a radio play of all Troy Baker characters just talking to each other. I don't want to go back and waste some progress, you know? Wow. That was dicey. That was dicey and I deserved it. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. The most impressive disappearance of a voice actor into a character has to be Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon. I never would have guessed that was him. And he manages to pick a completely over-the-top voice, but also inject emotion and dynamics into it, which is very difficult. It's easy to just do a crazy voice, wow, but then to actually be able to act is masterful. Death Mountain. The mountain cries for your failure. I don't know what the fuck to do. The characters in this game are bright and colorful. Well, is that gonna last forever? But they have a dark underside to them. The way that Kazooie will, out of boredom, will reach out and peck Banjo on the skull and then hide. And the way that this guy wants to sleep with Gruntilda. And the way that he just kind of is like sleeping in here and... You know, is he a stoner or something? I have a little girl of my own, too, so I get how it feels. Oron tries to give him a pep talk by saying they're similar. Kaya says they're not. He needed to protect a little girl. Bear calls him that Caius bastard guy. Oh, interesting. Alright, let's get the hell out of this level and change the seasons. So you can hit the summer switch, and all that does is open up the summer door. It doesn't change it until you go through. That makes sense. It doesn't have the power to transform at the time. Okay, so now we're going into the summer version of the world. Okay. Ooh, different music. Feels and looks warmer, doesn't it? A little drier, a little crisper. Excellent. Oh, okay, so these things before were little sprouts you couldn't get on. Now look at them. They're fully grown leaves. Oh, the jumping. Such sweet poetry. God, this really sounds like Ocarina of Time. Motherfucker. That's quite the scream. Okay, I need to get in. Oh, there's a B one I can do, but right now... Jesus fucking Christ. Give me that. Give me your health. The wood texture looks like dirty soup. Well, my mum wasn't much of a cook. We mostly had dirty soup. We didn't complain. We just pretended it was chocolate. And we drink the dirty soup. Pretending it was chocolate ice cream. And we were happy. Made dirty soup twice a week. And she wasn't out with the other men. Out in the streets. There are 4 versions of this level. For every season. Ah. Boom! And things grow, and you can actually, like, affect them where you can feed them at one point in the season, and then they become something else. Sting him, Zubas. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Maybe I need them to bash this thing open for me? Okay. Holy moly. It's like an attack squadron. I feel like there's less of them. Oh, down to my last bit of health. Bizarre, he's beating us. Oh well, you're getting bored of guarding it anyway. Okay. Look at that nice, gooey honey. Ooh la la. So wonderful to look at. No? Alright. You know what I'd love to try is bone conduction headphones, where you just put them on your head and they like resonate through your skull, so you can hear everything else outside your world and you don't have to put pressure on your eardrums and ears. Pretty cool, eh? Okay. That's another jiggy down. Alright. Something in this house. I would have really liked this game as a kid, I think. Because I think as a kid, even playing PlayStation, all I wanted were big 3D worlds to explore. And this game's pretty funny. And pretty challenging. Has a nice difficulty ramp. I feel people will always find a way to make you feel anxious if you let them. Yeah. But then if you really think about it, they're not even thinking of that or noticing it. Like people are so in their own heads. They don't even notice what you're going through. Jesus Christ, motherfucker. Quite the jump I need to make here. Be probably a lot easier if I was just a bee. Oh, a hidden seam? Nice. Now what? Okay. No! Getting pretty close. Oh! You fucking dickhead. If you knock me the fuck off, I will murder the people who made this game. I almost walked right off. That's 5. Alright, let's gather our bearings. What the hell's that? Fucking Triceratops? The fuck? Aye! Okay. Why didn't I just become the bee that I was meant to be? Oh god, the camera's so insane. Oh, yes. You piece of shit, fuck you. Okay, much better. Oh, yes. Oh, so you didn't beat the game. You just saw the ending, did you? Yeah, that's right. That's what I fucking did. And fuck you. Okay, well, as long as you're content with just seeing the ending, but don't make claims you've ever beaten the game. You fucking fool. Nice house. Well, that could be it right there. Damn it! That guy looks like a real psycho. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh no. There we go. Sucking up all that. God damn it. God damn it. Yes. Get out of here. Run for your life from the bees. Just lay down in the water. Bull. Well, it sounds like a cow. Oh, there we go. We can open up the fall door. Yeah. Good. Good. Alright, we're looking for a boulder and a beaver. There's a beaver. You look pretty strong. Can you move this boulder for me? Yeah, watch this. Oh, wow, what a strength. Come inside and I'll give you a reward. With those teeth? No thanks. Ikam-bokam. DK Racing fan! So the cool part is now, you can't get in here now, but you come back in the fall. It's neat. Fall. Hey, you big dumb idiot. Yeah, that's right. That's right, you big dumb idiot. Ah, it's so nice. Look at the colors, sounds, leaves. It's nicely done. Okay, we need to go to Naughty in the area with the shallow water. I'd say I'm enjoying this level more than like some of the water ones. Rusty Bucket Bay was pretty tough. Yeah. The most exciting reveal I'm looking forward to is whatever Blue Box Studios is. Just to even get an answer of like, what are you doing? Whether it's Kojima or not. Paka paka pak. Where is that beaver? Where is he? It's just a studio ran by Hassan Karaman. You know Hassan Karaman. That guy who has an indie studio that Sony has decided to run a trailer with a special app that renders the trailer using the PS5 console. You know, him. They're working on a horror game no one's ever heard of before. It's all fine. It's all totally fine. My best note score. Woohoo! 18! I try not to collect the notes unless I really think I'm near the end. Because it's quite easy to die, and then all of your progress is for naught. Where's that fucking beaver? That's just why I don't collect the notes. Alright, we bashed the rock in summer. We're in here in fall. There should be a Jiggy for me. Here you are, at last. I've been waiting months to give you this. Alright, we got the jig from this guy. What else you got in here? Ooh, look at these things struggling to move. The frame rate, oh! Oh, these are actually really nice live edge shelves he's got. Oh, the fucking platforming in this game. Just to get up there. It's not a joy to move around in this game. Look at his little tweed woven blanket. Alright, buddy. I don't know if I'll ever see you again, so goodbye. He's so buff. The fire burns you. Ha 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 ha. It's so realistic, it's not a joy. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. This game's taking me way longer to beat than I thought. Because it demands a lot from you. Especially this final level, which is pretty cool. But like getting all the jiggies, getting all the notes. There's a lot of ticky-tack stuff you gotta do. It is definitely a game that has the warts of 1998 on it. But we'll see what happens next time.